Barking, Episode 4. Is your dog afraid of hats? It is very common for dogs to become reactive to anything out of the ordinary. We have selectively bred them to be this way. Many dogs will become reactive or show fear to stimuli such as a weird hat, a cane, a walker, a stroller, a person with bags, a big jacket, strange movement, and anything that changes a person's profile. You can set up training games to change your dog's emotional response from fear or arousal to calm friendliness using counter conditioning. Step 1. Conditioning your dog to the scary items. Collect a variety of items that your dog is scared of and have a friend or family member hold them out. You can click or feed your dog for looking at the items. You can also click or feed your dog for touching the items. The point of this exercise is to condition the dog to love these items even before they are on a person, setting the dog up to succeed. You can first do this exercise inside the house and then outside. Let your dog watch as one of their favorite people put on and take off the items. You are showing your dog that these items do not change the person. Make sure your dog is on leash and out of reach of the person if the person is to move. This is because the dog could become reactive and fearful of the object moving, and there is the possibility that the person could get nipped. The most important concept behind this exercise is that the dog finds the person who's putting on these scary items very rewarding in themselves. So if you don't have a person that your dog is comfortable with, you can do this exercise yourself if your dog is comfortable with you. If you just got a fearful dog, wait until you've created a bond with the dog before you start doing these exercises, because you can actually scare the dog. Splash and Pam's dog Bandit are both demoing this game with people that they really love, as well as me and Pam dressing up in these strange items. Another thing you can do to speed up the process is to leave these scary items around in your house for the dog to habituate to and investigate. You can also wear them. If your dog is fearful of people with gloves, wear gloves when you watch TV in the evening every once in a while. Put on a different scary item before you put down your dog's dinner bowl. Step 2. Scary items on a walk. Choose a location where your dog's favorite people can go behind a barrier to change the scary item that they're wearing or carrying. Make sure at first when you're doing this exercise that the dog sees the person putting on and taking off the items before they go behind the barrier, or the dog can be very fearful when they see this new item appearing around a corner. When the person first appears around the corner, feed your dog for looking at the person. You are conditioning your dog to stand calmly next to you when weird things happen. You can also click your dog for looking and feed at your side. You can also have your dog's favorite people talk to your dog as they approach, so your dog finds it easier to recognize them. Don't have the people pet your dog if your dog doesn't like petting. If your dog is very comfortable with this exercise and recognizes that the people that are coming around the corner are their favorite people in the world, or that it's you, you can have the person interact with the dog by petting the dog under the chin or feeding the dog a treat out of their hand. You can cue the dog to go say hi, and they can receive the treat out of the person's hand, and then you can recall the dog back to you. If you find that this is too much for the dog, just have the dog look at the person at a distance. You're conditioning the dog to love seeing these items appear out of the blue. Step 3. Funny walks. Once you've done a couple of sessions and your dog is succeeding greatly in being calm and happy when these items appear, you can raise the criteria, adding in strange movement along with the scary items. The reason behind this is that strange movement is scary to dogs as well as strange objects. So when you add the two together, you can actually send a dog over their threshold to become reactive. Say, for instance, a dog doesn't like children and doesn't like hats. When there is just a child, the dog is under its threshold, and when there is just a hat, the dog is under its threshold. But when the child is wearing a hat, the two bad things are paired together, and this can actually send a dog over their threshold to become reactive. Another example is a dog that doesn't like strange movement and a dog that doesn't like canes. When the two are paired together, it can send a dog over their threshold. If at any point the dog were to become reactive, simply say "let's go" to the dog and move in the opposite direction. When the dog has stopped reacting, you can let them watch as their favorite person removes the object and walks away from it. You can then let your dog approach and check out the object on the ground to find out that it is not dangerous. If you have a very shy or a reactive dog, seek advice from an animal behaviorist. And during this exercise, do not let the dog get within reach of their favorite person with the object, or they could get bitten. Step 4. Applying this exercise to other situations.
Morning! Oh, what are you doing?
Huh?
Woo! Oh, Bruno's here.
You want to go say hi? Go say hi. Hey, Bruno, go say hi. Good boy.
Good boy.
This is Bruno. He gets scared when people enter his house wearing a strange item like a hat or a coat. What we're doing here is having one of his favorite people enter the house and then put the hat or coat on once they've come through the door. The next step is having the person leave in the hat and the coat and then re-enter with a hat and a coat on. For a doorway, have your dog on leash at all times when first starting this exercise. Step 1. Have the dog's favorite person enter and exit the doorway. Click or feed your dog for watching the person come in while the dog remains calm and by your side. Step 2. Have the person come in and pick up the hat or coat and then put it on in front of the dog. You're going to be feeding your dog for watching the person put on their hat or coat. Step 3. Have the person leave in the hat or coat and then come back in the door seconds later. You'll be clicking and treating or feeding your dog for watching this person come through the door while they remain calm and by your side. Step 4. Repeat with different scary items. Don't forget to subscribe to channel Kiko Pup for more free dog training videos. Also, I'd like to thank my friend Pam for helping me make this video. Don't forget to check out her awesome tutorial videos on dog training on her channel, Pamela Markson.